Kansas is in a tiny group of states right now with no legalization of any kind. How tiny? Well, all but 3 states have some type of public cannabis access program or legal defense. Comprehensive medical marijuana programs are in more than half of all U.S. states. This, by the way, is according to the National Conference of State Legislatures.
Marijuana legalization has also taken big steps at the federal level. The House passed a decriminalization bill late last year. It was mostly symbolic, and any future attempts would have to be reintroduced. But the current Senate Majority Leader signaled that they've got some interest in creating a marijuana reform bill.
Here in the Metro, it's really a tale of 2 states. And tonight, we're going in depth on this issue of legalizing marijuana, starting in Kansas, where lawmakers debated for hours about a bill that some say doesn't go far enough. 41 Action News reporter Sarah Plake explains.
The House discussed this bill for much of the day. They voted on various amendments that would widen access or restrict it even more. And as it stands right now, advocates say there is a lot that needs to be worked on. The current bill for medical cannabis in Kansas still doesn't allow for smoking or vaping. However, it does allow for the sale of plant material. That's just one reason why advocates think this bill is inconsistent.
And I can tell you from firsthand experience trying to amend it myself and with my colleagues, it's not easy. This is a really difficult piece of legislation.
Leaving smoking out, one defense attorney says, is a blank check for unreasonable search and seizure.
Either the bill needs to allow smoking, therefore it wouldn't become grounds anymore for a search of your car, or the legislature just needs to come along and pass a law that says the odor of marijuana is no longer grounds for a search.
This bill would only allow for edibles, oils, and tinctures. It also does not allow for people to grow their own cannabis like Missouri does. The House also voted down an amendment that would decriminalize possession. They approved an amendment for a list of qualifying conditions. Kelly Ripple with Kansans for Hemp says that's the physician's responsibility.
So just to start off the bat that way, to allow a medical provider to recommend to patients that they deem necessary, I think is an important step. But I don't know if the political will is there to make that happen.
The bill now heads to the Senate after the House voted yes, and from there it could go to Governor Kelly's desk to sign into law. Sarah Plake, 41 Action News.